getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. We often with Cam Newton talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Hey.
On first down, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well. And he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Do something. Do something.
Out of the gun, Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That's Samuel caught left side. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part. of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Brought in left side by Smead. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, twisting away. And he's got this down to the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains. Now Newton on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Collins. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Again, this is Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 2nd down, Jackson forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Gone! Gone!
from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. We have hit half. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Newton to throw, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now Brown. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Over! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dante Jackson, the first of his career. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Newton now on second down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jackson now to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is now. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Buying time to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And we're back now in Charlotte.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He uncorked, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthena Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the Ravens taking the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watching that, Barney! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Gun!
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And here now is Finn. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.